Oh yeah, that shit was acting fugazi. Oh, there we go. I'm back on. Yeah, there he is. Tough.
YouTube definitely just went back up live.
I was watching. Let me see. We gotta get Twitch right back. We gotta get Twitch back up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm about to. I'm about to. I'm about to be home later. Hell yeah. Mm, let me see. Is my shit working now? Yeah, my shit was acting crazy. Shit don't be picking up my mic. It is what it is. Damn, let me see. Hey, there we go. Mic check. All right. I gotta see what's going on. I was just watching this. I was just watching this Bobby Marks video. Bro, they said that they said that this Desmond Bane trade uh activates the second apron for the Magic. That was like, oh my god. it's that means that means you in like win now. You in like win now mode, which is crazy. You're not in win now mode though. That's what's crazy. Right. That's why it's like yikes.
We just gotta wait and see. Like,
Yeah. Definitely gotta wait and see.
it don't sound like you got too much faith in it though, for real.
And nah, just hearing that second apron shit, I was just like, knowing how many teams like just struggle with the second apron stuff, like it's like why would you want to get it's like why would any owner want to get involved in the second apron stuff if you're not genuinely on some win now shit?
Yeah.
It's just what would make it just doesn't make sense. Like I'd rather just stay. I honestly would rather I'd rather just try to continue to build because at that point you're sitting there and you're like, is this like is are these the niggas you want to like? Are these the niggas you want to like get behind? Is
Mm.
is Desmond? It's just not enough. I don't know. Does a lot of niggas are already jacking that it doesn't really move the needle. It doesn't move the needle. So now it's like, all right, well, if it doesn't move the needle, then what are niggas gonna do? Because it goes back to everybody. Everybody I literally got that got in this call literally just said like, yeah, but what about the playmaking? Niggas said, yeah, but what about the playmaking? Like, what are they gonna do about a point guard? Like,
Yeah,
niggas still jacking.
it looked like it got low key active in this call.
Yeah,
You were bringing a bunch of people up to the stand.
cause what is going on? Desmond Bane. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to I'm trying to see what niggas. Let me
As
see
a
what this
result
shit
of
is
the second
saying.
apron being triggered, and as a result of Orlando basically almost right at that number, their
Let me go to the store. What's his name? He's finna hop back in this. What the hell? Okay.
Although the league has told
Hell yeah.
that the apron levels
Damn, I gotta get my
10%,
my
it's not
Twitch jumping
finalized
again.
yet. What happens if all of a sudden the apron
Hey, I think it's jumping again.
now that Orlando is basically over that amount here? So we are going to see some of these players who have team options in their deals basically become declined and become unrestricted free agents. There's probably still a priority.
You said the Twitch it's not up right now?
Yeah, now it
$2
is.
million below the second apron. If all these options are exercised here, so certainly keep an eye on as far as what is going to happen.
My shit is low though. Why my shit low?
In now move when you look at Suggs' contract, when you look at Franz Wagner, when you look at this is year 2.
See what I'm saying? He's calling this.
Put that on there.
He's
Hell
calling
yeah.
this.
Put that on there. Hell yeah, nigga. That shit go hard.
He's calling this a win now move.
Oh hell no! Where are you at?
Who, me?
Yeah, my son is not stationary. My son outside.
Oh, you outside?
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna call y'all back. Nah, niggas is just shopping for some clothes right now and shit.
Nigga shopping for
Niggas
clothes.
I'm gonna hit niggas back when I
Yo,
leave
you
this
might
shit.
need that. You might need that.
All that
You
shit
might need
dirt.
it, bro. They got Burberry in that mall.
Nigga said Burberry.
Nah, they be having. I mean, they got all type of shit in here.
Nah, you know you gotta. You know what? You know you gotta go to Burberry, right?
Bro, cut it out, bro. cut that shit out, bro.
Nigga definitely needs a Burberry button.
I ain't gonna lie,
That
bro.
nigga's-
I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. You probably need to go down to Burberry, bro.
Button up, white. Oh, that T-type hard. How much they want for that?
140
Yeah.
for the veil. 140 for the.
They taxing on the resale because that shit probably.
That shit probably like $80, like $100.
Bro, nigga, all this shit,
online.
bro, all this shit taxed, nigga. Yo, bro, guess how much they want for these Cherry 11s?
Like what? Like 220?
400, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Oh yikes!
Niggas is tripping, bro. Like, god damn. Oh yeah. You still on live?
Hell yeah! I've been streaming for like 2 hours now.
Man,
This how you put the paint. This how you put the paint in, gang.
trust me, nigga, I know. Your shit going up.
Hell yeah! That's why I
That's
just
good.
put this shit out. But I'm about to be doing all type of different streams. That's why I gotta lock in because you feel me.
Are you on that? How has the Twitch shit been going?
We got like 40. We had like 45 max in here. When I was live with Jamie Kai and doing my music shit.
Hell yeah.
We had 45 in there at one point, getting busy. Everybody was active in the chat. And then I might do beautiful faces. I might IRL beautiful faces when niggas outside. Yeah. Why not?
I can see that shit for you, bro. For real. Like,
Oh, so you trying to be like in your streaming bag right now? Like,
well, it's still mainly gonna be like sports shit. You feel me? Cause I got Fanatics Fest. I got Fanatics Fest next week. I'm about to be at Fanatics Fest just streaming. I'm gonna be talking to niggas. I'm gonna play random games. I'm gonna bet niggas like $20.
You copy those two?
Shit.
yeah.
Feel me?
This shit not yours, right?
I'm making content.
I feel like damn near all the members is gonna be outside for that one. So
Exactly.
Should be cool.
Let me see.
But shit. Bro, you gotta get out of that store. You gotta get out of that store, Drew.
I'm not really jacking that bit. I bet there's too much going on.
Yeah. You think the cutoff is cool then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much going on.
Yeah, I gotta get. When I get home later, I get to.
My niggas don't get flying beast.
I'm a short. Listen, this is my type of fly right here. Yo. Oh, hell no. Yo, it started pouring out here.
Counter jam and dirty fantasy.
Bro, look how OD this weather is, bro. Nigga, it was just sunny as fuck.
Oh nah.
That shit nasty. God damn. Yeah, I'm hitting y'all niggas when I leave here.
Say that, bro.
Let me see.
Back to
I need to see.
back to talking about this fucking Orlando Magic and Desmond Bane.
When you look at Paulo Banchero, he's likely going to sign a $2.5 million extension. This is an
I can't believe this, because now I just don't feel good about
You don't feel good about what?
I don't feel good about this the Magic deal now.
Why not? Oh, knowing that it's a second apron.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense now if you really think about it.
Somebody reported that, or like
Yeah, that's what this nigga Bobby Marks was saying on his whatchamacallit, on his pod that this deal triggers the second apron for them. And that's just not, I can't lie, that's just not her. They talking shit, I ain't gonna talk. Let me see who just came back in here. Who's this, Chris?
How do you feel
no, that's a
about
Flash.
that trade, buddy?
You talking about Magic trade?
Yeah. Where you at? You in the crib?
Yeah, I'm in the crib.
Oh wow. Yeah, Don is live right now on streaming.
The Magic. It's a good trade for the Magic.
You keep saying that.
I mean, the East is wide open. So Magic is looking like they're going up.
But look, they said that this trade triggers the second apron. That's tough.
You know damn well this nigga don't know what any of that means.
I've heard that you talk about it, but
nah, it's just it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much bread.
But usually if you want to go into the second apron, you're in win now mode.
Yeah,
but
aren't the Celtics in the second apron?
The Celtics are in the second apron. Like, that's a second apron team. So you telling me what the Magic just did, that is not the Celtics.
Why not?
It's not as good as the Celtics. It's just not.
They're not the Celtics, but the Celtics are like, I don't know how to explain it, but the Celtics are like down right now.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in terms of like the players and the contracts and the money.
Right.
Like, it's just not. It's not. It's not the Celtics.
It doesn't line up.
It doesn't line up.
Like,
Franz, Paulo Banchero, and Desmond Bane is not the Celtics.
Right, but the thing is, the rest of the competition, that is enough. They feel like.
I don't think so. You're not better than anybody for real.
All right, what?
You're not better than. They're not better than. They're well. For one, I think that they will compete, but I don't think that's a win now. Like, I don't think they're a championship contender. I think they're good enough to get to like the second round of a. They're good to get to the second round of the playoffs, but like, yeah, the East is wide open, but it's not this wide open.
Nah, it's mad wide open.
It's not this. It's not this wide open where a move to go for Desmond Bane is gonna like put you somewhere. It could land you in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just not. You're not good enough. You're still not good enough. That's the problem.
don't know, man. Because the way the East was looking this year, a lot of teams made it further than they were supposed to.
How?
The Knicks, the Pacers.
You think the Knicks made it further than they were supposed to?
Hell yeah.
I don't think so. I think they just. They were in the teams that were competing. They were a contender.
They was not supposed to make it past the second round, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you that they were a contender though. Like they're not. They're good enough to contend. Like I just don't know if the Magic with the Desmond Bane move still puts them like the same way. I don't think that next year the Pistons are where they need to be in terms of getting to an Eastern Conference Finals.
Because Johnny, you know, at the end of the day, nigga, the Magic still is not a better team than the Knicks.
Not yet.
With Desmond Bane.
I don't think
that's what I was saying to Don. I don't think they're done either. I think they still gonna make another move.
Yeah,
they're
to.
very close to being done though.
Facts. They just gave up 4 picks.
They're like a piece away, low key now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a fact.
But it needs to be a strong piece though. Can't be like nah.
It's gonna be something to come off the bench.
Well, we got NBA Finals.
The starting five is decent. It's good right now.
I don't really vibe with Wendell Carter, but.
Nah, but I think I was telling niggas, I think he's good. I think he's valid for that unit. Like I think he gets what he does what he needs to. Like he could get you Wendell Carter, like on a good day, he could get you like 15 and 10. He could get you 15 and 8.
He's like Miles Turner.
He's like a Miles Turner, but he doesn't take the type of shots. And they still have Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They want to get a good bench piece. Yeah, like if they get like a Bobby Portis.
Okay.
Bobby Portis is valid.
That'd be spooky. Bobby to Orlando? That'd be a little different.
You know where I need you niggas know where I need Bobby Portis. I don't know why niggas
We know. We know we need
I don't even know why this is even a thing.
I think. What about the Grizzlies? Do you think the Grizzlies are in rebuild mode or not yet?
No, it's not. They're
it
not.
Depends on their next move. Like if they fucking go ahead and get rid of Ja, then hell yeah, they in rebuild mode. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But they think they might do something with the picks, flip the picks.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing also. They might just try to leverage all of them picks and move it to get another star or something. So
yeah, that's what the jack. That's what the streets are jacking.
we'll see.
So I mean, they could do that, or they could rebuild. Either way is valid for them because even if they go to rebuild, next year's class is OD. So
let's see. My son said, look, my son said, make you look at trade a little diff. Nah, Knicks should have been in the finals after Cavs went out. Yeah, that's a fact. The Knicks were a contender. Like, I don't think you look at this Magic team and you're like sitting there like, this is a contender. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess this nigga Johnny low key trying to say like they wasn't even supposed to beat the Celtics though. So.
I mean, it's not even supposed to. They're still good enough for that. Like, they are still good enough talent-wise to have made it past that team.
Yeah, because that was the whole point.
That's the whole point.
That team.
Yeah, facts. And it happened. So that's...
I want to say an accident.
How? They were up 3-1 with Tatum on the roster.
3-1.
They were up 3-1.
Games
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Supposed to win, dog.
Doesn't matter what you say. They won. They were up 3-1, bro. You can't go up 3-1 just by accident. I just want niggas to understand.
Hell yes,
no,
you can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Bro, they was not supposed to win those first 2 games. You know that,
bro. All I know is, bro. Wait, hold on. Why niggas be acting like getting walked down in the NBA is a new phenomenon?
Down 20 twice does not happen, bro.
Why?
Since
bro, but since when have you never, bro? Niggas been getting walked down in the NBA forever, for years now.
Not like that, and not against a team like that either.
But okay, all right. So now that's fluky. But we also saw the Pacers. We also saw the Pacers. We also saw the Pacers walk teams down. Also, and we've seen the Pacers win 2 games in the NBA Finals. How fake is the walk downs really? Is it, or is this not just how the NBA is being played? Like the NBA,
watch this.
Niggas give up leads. Niggas give up leads in the NBA.
I feel like the walk down by the Knicks part, like I give them maybe like 80%.
Pacers' whole run is like that. Facts, Carl. Pacers' whole run is like that. It just, you can't keep calling this a fluke.
No.
Like, this is what niggas are doing.
20% is on the Celtics because the Celtics did not make no adjustments at all.
Exactly. Like, bro, Jalen Brunson, like, that's what happens when you get a superstar. Superstars climb you out of holes. This is what happens. Karl Anthony Towns, 20 in the fourth. Like, this is what it looks like when you have.
Yeah, but also put into play that they shot historically bad 2 games in a row.
Bro, that's their fault. Not the Knicks' fault.
That's not something that the Knicks did. That's on the Celtics.
You didn't make shots, nigga. Fuck you. Like, what do you want me to say?
Yes, that's not the Knicks. That's the Celtics doing bad,
bro. But the Knicks also. What are you gonna say? You're gonna say they didn't play no fourth quarter defense? You didn't say they didn't play no second half. They were locking up. They were making plays when they needed to. Nobody tells you if your offense is to go out there and shoot 100 threes, then that's your offense. That's what you're choosing to do. But guess what? You're gonna
capitalize.
We're gonna put the ball pressure up. We're gonna try to run you off the line. We're gonna try to do all these type of things. And if you're not getting it done, then you're not getting it done. And that is also due to the Knicks defense. Late, it just feels like it's such a cop out to be sitting there like, oh, the Knicks, the Celtics gave that to the Knicks. That's not true. It's not true. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell niggas. That's not facts.
Gave it to them. That was a gimme.
It wasn't though.
Man, you see, he's being disrespectful.
It wasn't though. We literally watched greatness.
It's not even like, you feel me, like, because it's a double-edged sword.
It is.
Because like Don just said, you've seen the Pacers do a whole bunch of nonsense on their end too. So it's like, what? That means that the whole thing. That means that the way that they got to the finals is mad fluke.
Exactly. Look, Knicks beat them because they had more heart. That's a fact, Carl. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. They wanted it more.
Exactly, bro. It goes both ways. Like, the Celtics folded, but the Knicks took advantage of them folding. So you got to give the Knicks credit for that,
bro. Why you're giving a backhand compliment, and that's
it's like you're trying to downplay.
You're trying to downplay what they did, and that's not facts. That's not valid.
You know why it's like that? It's because you have to put into the fact how bad the Celtics played. If they played like their normal selves, and they still beat them,
how did they play bad? They were up 20. You can't play that bad. You're up 20. You can't play that bad. What are you saying? It's either they played shitty for the entire series, or like they played good basketball at times, and they didn't play but they didn't play good basketball when it mattered. And the Knicks played good basketball when it mattered, and that's just what it is. But that means you're the better team. You cannot win. You cannot win a series 4-1 and say it's fluke. That doesn't even make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't.
Let's put it to you like this.
What team ever won 4-1 and you're like, nah, but they weren't better? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
There's examples of that, bro.
What example? You tell me. Tell me right now.
We could point to the Warriors and the Timberwolves series.
The what?
The Warriors and the Timberwolves series. If Steph was there, the Warriors are the better team than the Timberwolves.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that to be true. But injuries happen. But no. But that's why. But you can't even apply. You can apply that because they had Jason Tatum for the duration of 3-1. You can't apply that.
Like they had Tatum like in the most like
in all the
series,
yeah, they had him in all the time.
Would have like swung the momentum
exactly. He's
to their side.
You can't at Curry went down game 1.
And they won that game when he played majority of that game.
Okay, and he went down game 1. Jason Tatum lost 1, 2, and 4. What are you talking about? Bro, I know you're trying. You trying hard to take the credit away from the Knicks, bro. I know you're trying really hard.
Because Johnny was bigging up the Knicks, so it's just like, what's going on? Like you all over the place for real.
Come on, bro. You can't. Come on, bro. Stop it.
I just don't see them doing something like that ever again in their lives.
Doing what?
What, making it back to the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, spanking the Celtics 4-1.
Bro, I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
That's what I mean. That's kind of fluky.
I'm sorry to tell you, but
that is kind of fluky, bro.
That shit could happen again.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
them going to the Eastern Conference Finals can happen again. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
The East right now is gonna.
It's not impossible. So why would you say that would never happen again? If the East is wide open, guess who the contender is? It would be the Knicks. Is a contender.
Who's contenders right now?
The Knicks.
The top contender.
One of the top contenders is the Knicks.
Who else?
Yeah.
Probably the Pacers again, the Cavs again, the Celtics. Again. The Celtics. They just automatically fall off without without JT.
They're still like a 5-6 seed,
and they're a 5, and they're good enough to be a 5-6 seed. Yes,
yeah,
like they're good enough to not be in the play-in.
Yeah.
Because Jalen Brown, he could amp you. He could get you up there to like Jalen Brown could get you to like
an average like 27, 28.
He could average, yeah. Now you're in my head right now, Yanks. What the fuck?
Yeah, he could definitely do that.
Look,
I want to see how that plays.
Look, my man said Cavs, Knicks, Pacers. Yeah, facts. Those are the top teams. That's why. Why would the Knicks could literally easily get back to the Eastern Conference Finals? No funny shit.
No, they could.
The Bucks are done.
Yeah, the Bucks are done.
The Bucks are done right now. It's kind of over.
They're breaking that shit up. So
I guess niggas can't really sleep on Philly either though. So Philly definitely still got some hitters, and they got the number 2 pick.
Philly is not. I'm not interested in Philly because I just don't know. You don't know what version of Joel Embiid you're gonna get. You don't know who they're interested in taking. Niggas are already saying that they're kind of like moving off the idea of Ace Bailey, and like I don't know.
That's the best bet, huh?
Not fucking Dylan Harper.
Nah, they're at 3. So I seen some shit say like they might be interested in like VJ Edgecombe, which is like I don't know about VJ Edgecombe. Like VJ Edgecombe, what's his?
Ace Bailey's a bucket.
What's his like VJ Edgecombe? Like what's his measurables? Like is it because he's would he be an athletic wing for them?
Yeah,
he's 6, but he's like 6. He's like 6'5". Like Ace Bailey is like.
They would only get Dylan Harper if he doesn't go number 2 to the Spurs.
I don't even think you want Dylan Harper. You got bro. They're okay with bro from last year with the nigga that paint his nails. No.
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. Like that's their shooting guard.
Oh, we're talking about the Spurs.
Oh, we're talking about. I mean, for the Spurs, yeah.
They would take Dylan Harper.
But that's another thing. Niggas were just saying like niggas don't know what they would do with. Niggas are just saying they don't know what they would do with what they're doing with Dylan Harper, because with their pick from last year, and then they got Fox. Like, what would you even do with Dylan Harper? I just think the number 2 pick is just like a play.
I hope they don't ship it away, bro.
I think they will ship it away. If we're being honest, to be honest, with the right adjustments, the Knicks could have definitely beat the Pacers. I think defensively, Game 6, they were lazy in how they played defense. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I'm with you. As long as you got Podcast P on the team, they ain't doing nothing. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. They're not really on shit. I think Ace Bailey with the thing about why I think I like Ace Bailey on the 76ers is that he would be like he'd be like your fourth. He'd be like your fourth option to get a bucket. Like I think that's nice for a rookie. He could average like 12, 13.
I feel like that's bad for his development though.
No, because
No,
it's less pressure, and Paul George is on his way out. But Paul George is still good enough to give you at least 20. He can give you at least 20.
That guy's ass.
15.
Nah, Paul George.
15, bro. He's older.
Nah, he averaged. What did he average?
Not 20.
He averaged 16, 5, and 3. This is on a bum shoulder though.
15, bro.
Nah. Not with that shoulder. I can't jack. This is who he is now. Like what a fall off. Like he was just averaging 22. He was just averaging 22, 5, and 3, shooting 47% from the field and 41% from the three. And then that was just on his last Clippers season when he played 74 games. He played 41 games this season. 16, he averaged 16. He had 40. He shot 43%, 35% from the field. Nah, this is a one-off. We can't jack.
He's older.
Nah, we can't jack that.
Because it's really Maxi's team now.
You can't jack that. What he's saying? The trade with Baines. Oh, look. Who's Ash Gambino? Tap in with me. Okay. The trade. Oh, that's probably Ashton. The trade with Baines was for the future trade. You could potentially benefit from in the moment. He's a more youthful shooter and defender than KCP. So if you do end up keeping him, there's benefit to it. He can now spread the floor for the Magic, giving Paolo and Franz more space to attack. Hey, I'm with you. That's a good comment. Nah, I'm with you on that, bro. That's facts.
I also seen they're like Bane is a 50, 40, 90 guy, and the first round picks that they traded are not guaranteed lottery picks, so they didn't really give up that much.
Yeah, that's on that's what I was telling.
If there's lottery picks, it's different.
Yeah.
He's averaging like 15, bro, and that's fine, bro. It's useless.
They don't really need that from him though, for real. Because what if you have Embiid back, and then Maxi's gonna give you 24? Yeah. So it's just like you still got McCain, and what they're gonna draft somebody like PG. PG can average 14 to 16.
Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. Mike went out. Oh, good looking, Carl. See, this is why I need niggas in the chat. Let's see. Magic gonna flip those picks for sure to get someone good. They're not contenders right now. At least 4 teams in the East are better than them. Knicks, Celtics, Cavs, and the Pacers. But the class, they can use those picks to draft from a good, so they're in a good spot with the trade. Yeah, bro. Niggas are saying that the Memphis Grizzlies are not done. They got those picks, and then they're gonna be ready to play ball. They're gonna be ready to play ball with somebody. For a fact.
I think they're looking for a win. So a 3-and-D win.
Yeah, but there's not really many of those that are available right now. So
how's the market looking right now? Who's in there?
Bro, there's nobody in the fucking market, bro.
Yeah, like that shit.
There's nobody in the market, bro. Magic got no picks, and they in the second apron. I'm telling the second apron shit, that shit just flipped. That flipped my whole perspective. Like, hold on, you're paying extra. That's not a win now. It's just not a win now roster.
In the East, it can be, bro. They could, that right now, I say top three seed right now.
Who?
The Magic.
A top what?
In the East.
No.
In the East.
Top 3?
Knicks,
What are you
Pacers,
saying?
Magic.
No. Did you just forget about the Cleveland Cavaliers? You think the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Bro. I can't lie.
You think the Cleveland Cavaliers are done?
I think that they need some retooling.
But that's not what's happening. That's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna bring back the same roster.
The same squad is not gonna do it.
But it doesn't matter. That same squad is good enough to be top 3 in the East. Like that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you're saying because it just they're as good.
How they was in the playoffs and they're not taking them seriously, bro. Niggas are looking at this like all that number 1 shit. It's cool, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. Look, my son
that was their first year with that coach and all that.
Facts, chat. Yeah. Look, top 3 with just Adam Baines. You're crazy, brother. Exactly. Magic between 4 and 6. That's a fact. Not top 3. Top 3 is just like you're just not good enough. Sorry.
I mean, we got to see. The free agency just started, so we just get warmed up.
Actually, free agency didn't start. I looked that up. Yinks, because you were like, bro, I've never seen anything like this in the NBA Finals. And that's a fact. You can't. They just agreed to that, and then they're probably waiting till the end of the calendar year to make that shit final. They didn't really just trade. They didn't really just actually trade for the nigga. That shit might fall through. You never know. That shit dead not OD official.
Oh, so it's not even like locked in right now.
It's not because you can't make trades during the NBA Finals. That's a real thing.
Jeez, yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping.
Hell yeah,
Shams. Woke up to that.
Yeah, that shit was hand.
Memphis Grizzlies. Oh man, I think, but wait, were you in when I was talking to Carl Yinks? The KCP is not a bad vibe next to Ja either.
Yeah, but he ain't it though, for real.
Nah, but I like what my son was saying how he didn't have a point guard. He didn't have a point guard. He had a down year because he didn't really have a point guard. He's the kind of guy you need a nigga to help him score. John Morant could play make. That's why I look at this roster I look at this roster like if the Grizzlies make one more move, they're kind of back to where they've been or even better, depending on what they do next with these picks.
Yeah, they're not
out.
I don't think they're in a rebuild because yes, the Bane move, like he's a integral piece, but like if they're replaced with something as good, then they're still in motion. They're
definitely still in motion, bro. They're definitely still in motion. I feel you. Wait, hold on. Let me get my son up here. What we jacking? I can't believe it. Let's see. If you get KD, you are better.
For who?
No.
Yeah, I jack that. If niggas get KD, I jack that.
If who gets KD?
If the Grizzlies got KD.
Yeah, bro, he's not going there.
Yeah, he's not. And I keep trying to tell him that he's not going there, bro. Like,
you're not.
Is that what Don has been saying?
He's already given a couple of destinations where he'll commit to long term, and that's not one of them.
At all.
I don't. Hey, anything is possible. That's the point about swooping in, bro. That's the point about swooping in and getting, you know what I'm saying, getting some. What you doing? You outside? You outside right now, Ashton?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? You jacking that trade?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I was saying when y'all was talking earlier, somebody said it. I think they're gonna use the things that they acquired for the moment, but they're not really looking like long term with the things they got. I don't think Desmond Bane is gonna be there for a while. Personally, I think they're gonna use him as a more youthful role that KCP had. But yeah, long term, I think they're gonna use the picks that they got, things of that nature, to acquire someone or a group, whatever cluster that's more youth to go with the group that they already have. But yeah, they're not a win now team right now. They're not even top 5 to me. There's at
How
least
old is
4
Bane?
teams, 5 teams better than them in the
Nigga,
Eastern Conference. Like,
Exactly.
they're
hear
not
that,
gonna
right?
win right now. They're not gonna get past the second round or maybe even the first. To be 100% honest,
They
with
could
you.
pop.
They don't know who they
It
play.
depends on where they
They
land.
still a weak team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they're still a
just
very weak team.
yeah.
Like Desmond Bane doesn't change the dynamic of what's gonna happen, like what's gonna be their team's fate.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Like he's just gonna be a more youthful role that KCP has. Like he's probably gonna be able to spread the floor a little more so they can attack the basket better because that's where their superstars flourish the most at attacking the basket. But other than that, like he's not really gonna change anything like
They,
drastic.
they need another bucket besides Paolo.
Yeah,
They
and
got
you gotta
Franz,
get
bro.
They
that.
got
Franz is a
Franz.
bucket.
But
He's a
look,
bucket.
Franz, not only is Franz a scorer, if you get Wendell Carter where he needs to be, he's going to be a solid double-double
Bro,
every
I
night.
just
Like,
said
every
that. I
night.
said Wendell
Like,
Carter.
every night. If you get Wendell where he needs to be, he's a
He
solid
could
double-double every night.
dead ass.
That's
He's
15
solid.
and 10. That might be 18 and 12, like, every night.
So
But what they
Bane, with his
really need, they really need a facilitator. That's what they really need, in my opinion. The Magic need, like, a guaranteed guard that's going to make sure the ball's getting shared.
so how much?
I don't know.
Respect.
How much do you think he's gonna average?
Who, Bane?
Yeah, Bane. 24.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
24
That's too
nah.
much.
I think I'll give him 16 to 18.
Yeah, I'll give him 17. I'll give him
Not
17.
to 18 for
What
sure.
the fuck?
Yeah, no. Wait. Well, you said 16. Now he'll average. He'll be flirting with 20. He'll do exactly.
Gotta be
Yeah,
in the
that's what I'm
20.
saying.
He'll
That's what I'm saying.
he'll
So 16
he'll
to
be
18 for sure.
he'll do exactly what he did this season.
Exactly. So 16 to 18.
He averaged
I
nine.
think his ceiling.
He averaged
his ceiling
19.
will probably be 20, but he's definitely going to stay around that 16 to 18.
Look, he averaged
They're not going
19.
to take no shots out of Paulo's hands or Franz to give the Bane.
Facts.
He's going to be a kickout guy.
He averaged.
He's going to end up being a 3-and-D.
Well, not really though. He's a shot creator, bro. He's gonna get his bucks. I just want niggas to know that he's gonna get his bucks. You don't bring him to be like
He's a good third option.
Yeah, like
He's a good third
he's a
option.
solid
Yeah,
he's a solid third
Yeah.
option. Like it's
Solid.
not even up for debate. Like 19, 6, and 5, 48% from the field. Like I don't know, bro. Like I think he'll do the exact same thing.
Actually, I think I changed my opinion. I think what you just said, Don, is completely true. I think they're actually going to turn him into a facilitator. Is he going to score? Yes, but his assists might go up. His assist
He
average
averaged
might go up.
five. He averaged five.
high
He
than
averaged
what it
5
was.
assists. I think he'll
And
do a little bit more playmaking now that he has when he has a little bit more niggas. Look, what my
Because he
sister.
can actually attack the basket himself as well. He flourishes as a shooter, but he can also create his own shot as well. So now with the ability for him to attack the basket and kick out, I don't know. His assist average is going to go up, but I think he doesn't get past 20. I think his ceiling is 20.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. KCP, Cole Anthony, Braden Clark, and 3 first picks works money-wise for the Suns. Memphis trade, and it takes the Suns out of the second apron. Yeah, that's the play for KD. Desmond Bane, he should still be at 20 points per game. If they don't get a PG, his playmaking role should be bigger, and he might have the ball more. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I see they might ask a little bit more out of Desmond Bane. You got to look at down the stretch of the season. Like he was averaging a couple high numbers. Look, April 18th, Mavericks. He had 9 points against the Mavericks, 9 points against the Timberwolves. He could facilitate. I don't think he's that. I don't.
He definitely. They probably don't look for him to facilitate, but like Ashton said, bro, like Paolo still needs that rock in his hands. And he's not letting it go. So, like niggas just gonna have to realize that, bro. He needs his buckets.
Yeah.
And if it comes down to it, he'll increase his playmaking.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound wrong. I just want to make sure. Didn't Paulo just sign a max, or is he about to coming up on a max?
He's coming up on a max.
He's coming up on that.
Yeah, come on, bro. You think they about to take shots out of the max?
But it's not. But it doesn't matter. But Desmond Bane Desmond Bane was playing with Ja. Like he knows how to be effective around other nice niggas, and I think that's why I feel like he's gonna have the same amount of stats, and the only thing that will change is that his playmaking, his assists will probably increase.
I think we're going off of seeing Desmond during so much of the time of Ja being injured and Ja having all his troubles to where he's getting suspended and things of that
But
nature
they
that look
even killed
like kind of
together though. Like he knows
mixing up
how
his
to.
role. But what I believe is I think just like how it was forcefully needed in Memphis because they were shorthanded times that Ja wasn't there, I think in Orlando it's the same thing. I think they don't really have anybody to facilitate like a solid facilitator. So I think he's gonna come in as less of a scorer and more of a facilitator and a defender. But I mean, like I said, if the Magic are trying to win now, that wasn't really a win now
It
trade.
wasn't a
This is
win now
like
trade,
for
bro.
a future thing. Because right now there's still at least 4 to 5 solid teams in the East that are better than the Magics. And this trade didn't make them top anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like
it doesn't move. It doesn't
better.
move the
So,
needle
It
for
makes
real.
yeah,
them strong.
that's the
It
thank
makes
you,
them
bro.
stronger.
Way to
Cause like
put it.
who they
It doesn't
play,
move the
who
needle,
they
bro.
play in the, who they play in that first round.
The Celtics.
Like
Oh, yeah.
if I'm being honest, like if they had Desmond Bane, that he'd probably make the Celtics sweat
Yeah.
But not win
because they're
though. I
bad.
mean,
No, because
not
the
beat them.
Magic
He'll make
the
them
Yeah.
sweat,
Magic
but
are a
not beat them.
bad
Like
the Magic are a bad matchup for the Celtics because of their
Bro,
size
it's
and their
like, bro,
length. So
what are we
that
talking about? Is it just to not get swept or to now losing six? Like,
I
are niggas trying to win
I
series
mean,
or?
their
where the Celtics are right
ceiling.
now,
I don't know.
where the Celtics are right now, they could beat them.
think so. That's tough. I don't know.
I think with no Tatum, I think they can.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
think in that
sure.
situation with the Celtics and the Mavericks. To be honest, as weird as it may sound, I don't think it
They
comes
would
down to skill.
definitely.
I think it comes down to experience, and I think with the youthfulness of Orlando, they don't have the experience to beat an experienced team like the Celtics. We're not talking about just a regular team. We're talking about a team that won a championship a year or two ago, bro. Like, you
Facts.
gotta remember that. So
Look,
But no
their
Tatum,
facts, Carl.
experience, they
Look,
won't
my
have
son
the
said.
experience
My son said Suggs and
to
Bane.
pass the Celtics.
My son said Suggs and Bane would have definitely beat the Celtics. I'm trying to tell you, the Celtics are a bad matchup just because Paolo can almost cancel out Jason Tatum
Yeah.
with his stats. So you could take that away, and then Franz can also kind of cancel out Jaylen Brown in a way, and then if you had Desmond Bane going toe to toe with like Derek White, that's enough. And then if you had Suggs would have been, if Suggs was healthy, he would actually be a better option. He would be a better matchup in terms of versus Drew Holiday. The Magic just match up better.
Wait, am I hearing this correctly? Are niggas trying to say this last playoff run, if the Magic had these additions, they would have beat the Celtics in the first round?
Facts.
Without-
I would jack
with
that.
no-
If
no
you had,
Tatum.
no, with
Yeah,
Tatum.
no.
Nah, he's trying to say with
I'm
Tatum,
saying
Tatum.
with Tatum. If you had Desmond Bane on that Magic roster,
Can't agree on that one.
Nah.
bro, how not? Look, bro, you niggas don't make me pull this shit up. The Magic give the Celtics hell. What are you niggas talking
They
about?
do.
I'm not making this shit up. This is facts.
It was definitely it was sweating a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
bro,
They definitely pose a challenge, but we're talking about playoff Celtics. Though,
Okay,
right?
I'm trying to tell you,
It's like,
they
I'm talking about
literally
everybody at
they
full
literally
health,
kept
like-
falling behind. Why? Because the other niggas couldn't give a punch. Like Paolo was backpacking, and he didn't have another. Like Franz kind of fell off a little bit, and then I'm telling you, bro, you have Desmond Bane out there. Just if you had another reliable scorer, bro, that shit could have went. That shit could have went 7-6.
I'm a solid Jalen Suggs and a solid Desmond Bane
would give them hell. And then they also had Anthony Black giving you buckets off the bench.
Beat the Celtics.
Yes, they could beat the Celtics.
Oh.
They could beat the Celtics. It's just.
I don't agree with
It's
that.
just. Bro.
I don't think that they would beat the fucking reigning champs in the first round.
Bro,
I think
listen to what I'm
saying.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. They would.
It sounds like you're speaking off of emotion right now.
I'm not speaking off of emotion, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they would give him hell. Hold on, what nigga saying? They give him hell. It would be 6, not in 4. Look. I'm telling you, niggas know what I'm talking about. It's matchups. It is I'm trying to tell you, the Magic is lame.
He's trying to convince himself.
No, I'm not trying to convince it. Niggas agree. Niggas don't agree.
He's reading the chat.
I'm reading the chat. They literally already gave them hell. I'm not making this up.
I just don't. I just personally don't think that it would go that way. Maybe they would push it to 6 games.
Let me see.
But
Last 15 games.
They still lose at the end of the day, though. So I don't really like entertaining those type of conversations. Because at the end of the day, they still lose.
They're gonna break the Celtics shit up anyway, so that shit's not gonna look like that. So the Celtics are very beatable.
Look,
Yeah.
the Boston Celtics have an 8-7 record in their last 15 games versus the Magic. This is the defending champs.
That's tough.
Y'all niggas cannot convince me that if you just added Desmond Bane, that shit wouldn't actually get. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't get a little critical for niggas. You can't tell me like Desmond Bane could get busy in the playoffs. Seen the playoffs and said, "Oh nah, Magic must think shit sweet in the East." Seen the playoff. What's the record? I'm trying to tell, bro. Oh, we got Ray in the chat, bro. I'm trying to tell you, the Magic, the Magic. They're gonna be at least 4th in the East, and that's probably where they're gonna be. That's probably that.
Who's your 5th and 6th seed?
You said the what?
Who's your 5th and 6th seed? Who's those last 2 seeds?
Wait, who's the 5th and 6th seed? It's probably still gonna be the Pistons. It's gonna be the Pistons, and then it's gonna be probably a new team in that. Oh yeah, the Bucks. Forgot.
Hawks, not Bucks, nigga.
The Hawks?
The Hawks.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm seconding that.
I mean,
Hawks? They're there.
I don't ever believe in the Hawks because as long as Giannis is on the Bucks, I don't. But he's still.
Hell yeah, that's what they told. They saying that Giannis probably gonna end up still.
Yeah, they're saying he might still. Really? He might stay.
Yeah.
No way. He can't stay.
All right. So with that being said, I agree with you, bro. I don't really think Giannis stays there, but if he does, that means the Magic definitely still don't crack top 5, bro.
That's
okay. Pacers, Bucks.
Nah,
that's a fact.
The Bucks are gonna fall because Dame is hurt. Dame is out. Giannis is dolo.
Magic.
Yeah.
Nah. I still don't think the Magic's up.
Nigga, somebody said Magic. Somebody said Magic clear Bucks.
Magic and what? The Bucks?
The Magic clear the Bucks. Like this Magic team would clear next year's Bucks team.
If Giannis is there, yes.
Yeah, no Dame.
Yeah, there's no Dame.
I don't know, bro. Niggas.
I'm. You know why playing basketball? I'm just big on experience, bro, and I feel like that team does not have the experience, bro, to like outplay some of these other teams. Some of their losses weren't from skill, bro. Like the teams were more experienced than them. Knew how to outplay them, but skill-wise, the Magic had more skillful players or more youthful players.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ashley. I'm with you.
How you sound right now? What you mean you don't believe in the experience?
Look, niggas said Miami and Celtics still over the Hawks.
The Pacers don't have no experience. They're in the fucking finals right now.
You don't need experience.
You can't say that. You talking about a team that played in the play-in, so they know about coming back, being down, or playing for something. Now, listen, bro, that might not stand nothing for you and I because we're not literally on the court, but that means something. You're gaining experience playing those type of games, those crunch time moments.
That's a fact.
Back from being down, like, bro, the Magic don't have that experience in no way, shape, or form. They're playing against teams, or even if they don't got experience as a whole team. Let me give you a prime example with Pascal Siakam. You're talking about a championship player.
Yes.
He played in a championship run before. He knows what to say, what to do, the adjustments to make on the court.
That's a fact.
With his teammates. Bro, he's been the glue to this team besides Tyrese Halliburton, if you want to be honest. Playing very solid.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's why he got the Eastern Conference. That's why he got the Eastern Conference Finals.
Come on, MVP.
That's a fact.
Experience is a lot, bro. Experience is a lot, bro. Experience is a lot. I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hell no, Carl. Magic. He said Magic got more experience than the Hawks. Nah, Magic don't got no more experience than the Hawks. That Trae Young went to an Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I know. Now the Hawks are terrible though. I don't care what nobody said. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're shitty. They're terrible.
Nah, they're not better than anybody. They're not better than anybody. Nah, that's a fact. They're not better than anybody. Trae has experience getting bummed every season. That's a fact. Yo,
You know what?
Yo,
I don't
who
want to
is that?
be a hypocrite. I don't want to backpedal, but I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the roster, I don't know. The Magic definitely might outdo the Bucks. Not the Bucks, the Hawks this year for sure.
You said who?
Oh yeah, I'm jacking that.
Oh,
They're a better team than the Hawks for sure.
I don't. Yeah, the Magic are definitely a better team than the Hawks.
The Hawks is dirt.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's over.
Hawks is dead as dirt. I don't care. I don't care if Dyson Daniels comes back super healthy. It's over for them.
He's been out. He's not him. Jalen Johnson's the guy that's hurt.
Oh yeah, Jalen Johnson. See,
Yeah,
niggas, bro, it don't matter, bro. Them niggas is not doing shit.
Oh nah, he is nice. I'm gonna put some respect.
He's nice, bro. They're nice. It just
nice.
we just don't believe in the Hawks, bro. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the Hawks do.
Nah, I got.
The Hawks are at the bottom. Nah, I
Are you
feel
hating
that.
though right now? Is that hate? Or...
No, I'm not hating. The Hawks are just at the bottom. That's no hate, no hate.
Knicks fans feel about Trae Young, so
Do in the chat. He definitely Dude's first words in the chat was "fuck Trae Young." So
Yeah,
word?
Right now, we're supposed to be watching the Knicks. We're supposed to be watching the Knicks versus the Thunder right now, bro.
Oh yeah,
they even beat the Pacers, bro. Like,
that's a fact,
bro. They were just lazy, bro. That was.
Don't worry, they're gonna get their chance next year.
Oh hey,
They're gonna get their chance next year. Thunder gotta take it though.
yo. My last stream on Twitter had 500 plus views. What the fuck?
Yeah, why didn't you call me for that, bro? The Thunder won that game. Why didn't you call me? Why you only call me when they lose? why did you call me, bro?
Nah, you're right. I was getting tired. I ain't gonna lie, I was getting dumb tired, bro. Like,
yeah, it's all good.
That shit, that was a long stream. I was on stream for I was on stream for at least a couple hours, I think.
Yeah, now I seen the numbers. I'm like, wow, I'm expecting the call for Don, and he's just streaming away.
You feel me? Let me see. Bro, I personally, oh yeah, hold on. I need that Tiki Taka. Hold on. Tiki Taka, bro. I hope you hit me with a follow, bro. You in the chat with the gang. I hope you hit the follow. Whatever that nigga name. Tiki Taka Toka Bulk. Oh nah, he on some other shit. And
how do you feel? How did you feel about that game? Since we speak.
Wait, what you said?
How did you feel about that game?
Wait, which game?
The last game.
Oh, this last one. OKC, bro. OKC did the thing. They doing, bro. Every time OKC wins, like you're just supposed to. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Like this is what is supposed to happen.
And what when the Pacers win, they're doing what? This luck?
I mean, not necessarily, but
they do what they're supposed to do too.
No, that's a luck, bro. Look, they're always playing comeback or hitting game winners.
Yeah, like this shit is.
They won 2 games for a team that hasn't been to the finals in a while. Winning 2 games.
They're good at, bro.
It's tough.
That I need niggas to abandon the idea. It's time to abandon the idea that like OKC is just like, super duper unstoppable, and it's not unstoppable.
Yes. What you're saying is true.
It's not unstoppable.
Everything that you hear is true.
They've lost 2 games. Like it's okay. It's okay to. I'm at a point where all right, it's okay to give credit to the Indiana Pacers. All right, they're good enough to beat anybody.
No, I'll never do
no, but nobody ever thought that ever.
Right, and here we are where niggas thought that
we gotta believe.
We gotta believe that. It just
like, we have to.
And that and me seeing how the Pacers playing literally makes me believe like fuck. Like this is why I hate the fact that the Knicks are not in the finals because this shit would have actually been possible. It would have been possible to see how they have played. The Knicks can play a certain level of defense that would neutralize some of this OKC shit.
Better than what the Pacers are doing right now?
It's not about better. It's just niggas playing with a certain type of pressure. And the Knicks can also provide that. Bro, OG and Macau, and then if in our Twin Towers versus their Twin Towers, like it actually would have been almost even matchups.
Cat is a liability though on defense.
Right, but I've been trying to tell niggas Cat was still put in pain versus Chet. That's his matchup. Are niggas gonna sit here and tell me Karl Anthony Towns wouldn't put up numbers versus Chet?
He
for sure.
he put up numbers.
He
but
would
he
he
took on the
would
defensive side.
but it doesn't but
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, like, it would almost, the two of them would cancel each other out.
Yeah.
That's just facts. Karl Anthony Towns could give Chet 25.
With going up against OKC, I think Cat's defensive liability doesn't kill them as
It
badly as it did.
It
going up
doesn't,
against
because
the
Chet
Clippers.
is not.
It doesn't.
Chet doesn't apply that much pressure the way that, like, a player like Siakam does.
Yeah.
So Karl Anthony Towns would actually, that would be a W. That would be W for him in terms of matchups.
Yeah, W matchup for the Knicks.
Siakam,
W
he just has a
matchup for
better.
the
He has foot speed. He can take you off the dribble. He could do a variety of things, and so can Miles Turner to a certain degree. But Cat kills Miles Turner. But when it came up to
They probably put a
Siakam,
guy like Dort on him.
Siakam was he was killing. He did his thing.
Yeah, Siakam was frying niggas.
Siakam was definitely frying niggas, bro.
I'm trying to think for a matchup wise. I don't. No shade equals no
dubs. Word of bro.
I think strength wise, as weird as this may sound, strength wise, I think they would. But I think for height, he would like be too much.
Nigga said Pascal is literally a terrorist.
That would be too much for him. Maybe they might throw Jalen at him. Who knows?
That too. They have people to do it.
But you know what it is? I just don't think those defenders are good. They're great defenders, but they're not good enough, in my opinion, to stop a Karl Anthony Towns.
Yes.
Like hot in momentum.
Yes.
Stoppable, though. Towns is stoppable.
No, he's stoppable.
Not versus they don't have the bodies.
Better tier defenders.
Yes.
Like, I think height wise, he's gonna kill Lou. Lou is too small.
He would kill.
Literally, he's literally too small. Does he have strength to him for size? Yeah, but height wise, Cat is gonna kill him. He's too small.
Too small, bro.
Jalen, he has a little like a longer wingspan. He's like, I don't know. I think offensively, Cat is gonna demolish them. They're too small, literally.
Easily, bro.
Just too small.
Fucking easily.
Like, he's going over the top every time because we're forgetting the fact that not only can he shoot, but he can attack the basket and has a decent post game enough to get over smaller defenders like a Lou Dort, for sure. So Karl wins that matchup with the Thunder easily, hands down. Hands down. Like, Chet is too weak. He's way too
too small, bro.
Weak is crazy.
Yeah, Chet is way too weak. He is.
He does it, bro.
Play,
bro, we seen Valanciunas give Chet Holmgren 20, 22, and 12 in a playoff before. Stop it. Too small.
You're not gonna tell me Cat is not more skilled than Valanciunas, so think about that.
We already seen that happen. That's why they had to. I'm telling you right now, that Valanciunas matchup that they had last year is the sole reason why they went out and got Isaiah Hartenstein. Because we cannot ever see that happen again. I'm telling you, Chet was getting moved off his spot. So what you think Karl Anthony Towns in the playoffs, especially this particular playoffs where he wasn't shooting the three ball as much and he was really just banging, you got Karl Anthony Towns in that type of mode. I'm sorry, Chet. You could get the chase down blocks and shit like that, but you fooled in the post, bro. It's bitches down low.
Before I joined the call, I heard you guys talking about KD. What y'all think is his landing destination? In my opinion, I think he goes anywhere Texas. Definitely going to Texas Longhorn boy. He's definitely going either San Antonio or Dallas for sure.
San Antonio or Dallas? Nobody said anything about Dallas all day. So what you talking about?
And you add KD, Dallas becomes a ready
now.
Team.
How could he get on Dallas? That's impossible.
That was one of his landing spots that he said he was willing to land at is San Antonio and Dallas.
He also said Miami.
But I mean, I don't know if Miami fits for him.
He said
maybe. That's another thing too. You add KD, does the Rockets become a win now team? They just like the Magic. They're like the Magics of the West to me. I don't mean in skills wise. I'm talking about youthfulness and experience. They're very unexperienced, bro.
KD brings that
Very
experience,
youthful.
and he's a certified bucket, which the Rockets don't have.
True. And he brings consistency because to me, I think none of the Rockets players are consistent. One day, Jalen Green will give you 20, 23. The next day, he's going to give you 4. It's like, bro,
That was the problem. Say
Like-
like Jalen Green was too up and down. Van Vliet, same thing, up and down. Like the only consistent was probably Şengün.
yeah.
Other than that, they need a like Van Vliet was supposed to be their bucket that they could get like 24 from, but like I think he was also dealing with injuries as well. So
Yeah.
but KD, yeah, certified bucket and consistent and experience, like everything.
You know what it is? I think KD, like piggybacking off of what you said, I think KD actually brings more leadership. Let me tell you why. Because Van Fleet has that experience of being a championship player as well, but I don't think he has all the accolades or the respect to be a leader.
That's a fact.
Especially when your leader is somebody that's, like you said, is not even really on the court. You got to have like greater impact on the game to be injured and still have a leadership role on your team. I think KD has that just off his gameplay and the respect that they have for him as like a veteran superstar player. I don't think Van Fleet had that off the court. So him not being on the court, they're probably like, yo, bro, you're not even playing with us. You hold it down. But I think with KD, even God forbid, if an injury does occur, he'll still listen to the direction that KD is trying to push the team in because he's KD. So for Houston, he actually might be a great benefit, great asset.
For Houston,
I
he
don't
would
know.
be valid.
I would love to see him some way, shape, or form get to the Mavericks.
On Houston,
the
KD.
Mavs, bro. I think that I ain't heard no talks about him going to the Mavericks.
He's just saying it would be a good fit, but that would be impossible.
I mean, they got the first overall pick, but they're not letting that go though.
Hell no.
So,
they would never let that go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Taking KD over Cooper Flag,
nah, bro. You always gotta go. You always gotta take that.
You always gotta take youth.
Yeah.
Always gotta take youth. Unless you're the Spurs. Unless you're the Spurs though. Unless you're the Spurs.
Nah, that's just, them niggas is still close like that?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
That's his man's $100,000.
Yeah.
That's his man's $100,000.
He did not play like that again. McConnell didn't get all those steals. Who was up on OKC.
Nah, this offseason is gonna be very interesting, man.
Jalen Williams played well.
Very much so. I think the best landing spot after it's all said and done, the smoke clears. I think he goes to San Antonio.
Yeah, I think I'm jacking the Spurs also.
Yeah,
I jacked the Spurs.
KD.
I think the Spurs is. I think that's a vibe right there.
I only
To me,
don't.
that's me now.
I only don't like it for the Spurs because it's like how long do you have Durant for over there?
In moments like this, it comes down to crucial plays.
Because you're speeding up the championship window, but like you only have him for like 2 to 3 years, maybe.
You're right, but in that 2 to 3 year window, they believe they can grab one. You understand? So it's like I'm kind of with them because it's like our chances have been so slim that any window I'm willing to take, and even though it might be 2 to 3 years, that window now opens up very larger than what it was before.
That's a fact.
So it's like
The West is
I'm taking it
now, though.
Huh?
The West is so stacked right now. Like,
but look, as with it now, you to elaborate, like you said, they're so stacked. You really want to take that chance now because it's like our window is super small now with the West being stacked. So any possibility of opening this window, we're gonna do so. So like you said, you only have it for 2 to 3 years, but now your window opens very large. Wemby, KD, De'Aaron,
Yeah.
your chances are way better than without KD.
What's that? What's that? Stephon Castle. Yo, I was just watching that Stephon Castle. Oh wait, let me pull that shit up.
what, highlights?
Dope. His hezzy
The slow shit that he
the
be doing, right?
hezzy Euro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jesus, I watched a full tape this morning on that hezzy
Somebody
Euro,
else does that too. Somebody else does that.
and I was like,
Timber.
what?
Yeah,
the-
yeah. He does that shit.
Let me see.
Dang, I know they were young, but like I didn't even know Don Castle's only 20 years, so you could definitely take
He's a
KD now,
little
'cause you got
nigga.
some great skill, youthful players that you're gonna have for a while.
But they have picks, bro. They have picks
They have two picks, right?
They could keep all these niggas, Ashton.
Yeah.
And they could give up picks. You could salary dump
I was gonna say some
you could
Brad.
salary dump
Good.
what's his name? The nigga that was on the black nigga on that was on the Warriors. He's on the Spurs. Harrison Barnes. They salary dump Harrison Barnes. They could throw in like what's his name? Keldon Johnson. You could throw in what's bro with the funny hair?
Jeremy
Sochan. You could throw in Sochan. It's easy. Damn, I need to search this.
I also heard that the Spurs, if they don't take Dylan Harper with that second pick, there's some other tall nigga they're trying to pair with Wemby. I forgot his name though.
Another
nigga? Twin Tower situation. He's in the draft.
You said Wemby and who?
Some other tall nigga in the draft this year. They might try to pair him with.
Yeah, they would have to draft Ace Bailey, niggas.
Look at Ace Bailey.
Bro, this nigga's that decelerate fucking Euro, whatever that is that shit is so fire. I'm a full highlight tape of that. I was like, yo, what a move. Cause he just knows how to stop. And he's going full speed to the basket. Stop. Got you jumping, stupid ass nigga. Oh my god, he's too good. He's too good at that shit. Nah,
it's mad early, so he's only gonna really master and perfect that.
Exactly, and then he's gonna be in that. He's gonna be that 2 guard next to De'Aaron Fox. That's a calm. That's a good vibe. That's why if you add KD to something like that, now that's motion.
Yeah, that's OD, Loki.
That's OD motion right there. I ain't gonna lie to niggas.
Yeah, that's a good backcourt.
I jacked that. Nah, I can't believe this. Damn, my chat freezing. Hold on. Here, man. Damn, what are niggas talking about in this chat? See, I can't even pay attention. Niggas saying crazy shit. Niggas saying crazy shit. Bro, now I need to see what's next. I need to see what's next for this team. I need to see what the next moves in the NBA. On paper, at least, I can't think of too many better basketball fits for this Orlando team. They obviously gave up a lot of draft capital, and of course, it remains to be seen how it'll play out, but Bane feels like the exact type of player they need. Yeah, I do believe they took a step in the right direction. It's just what it took to get him at this point, and then you being in the second apron, it just feels like, how are you guys gonna get off this? How are you guys gonna get off of this? They're not going to be they're not gonna be good for like 4 or 5 years. Like, this is like a 2-year window, if anything.
Look, that's what you do. That's the guy I was talking about.
Let me see. Oh yeah, this nigga's tough. My son Carl was just talking about this nigga early in the stream.
To pair him with Wemby, I think that would be smooth.
Pairing him with Wemby would be crazy. Hold on, let me get. I gotta pull that. Let me pull that shit up.
And they could definitely get him too. Come on, Malik.
Kamin Maluak. Nah, he's tough. Athletic rim runner.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he was tough at Duke. Him and Cooper Fly, they was holding shit down. That starting 5 is him. The John Knuppel from Duke, he's probably gonna be a lottery pick too. Though that was a white. He was the white guy on that starting five.
Why niggas put so much stock into him? That Con Knipple nigga.
Cause he could get
Duke,
bucks.
I don't know if his game is gonna translate.
Yeah, nah, bro. He could get bucks. He could get in your face. You don't believe it because it's he got that Mayo skin. You know what I'm saying? They gotta jump. The Mayo gotta jump out at you. I feel you. That's why it makes sense for Cooper Flag. But that nigga, the Knuckle, he could take you off the dribble, and you kind of saw his skills. You know what made I honestly think what made him come out is what he did in those couple games without Cooper Flag. He was helping chop for them. I think that shit was like, nah, NBA teams. I think I did good enough to get in the NBA just off those games. Him and the nigga Tyrese Proctor. I be knowing. Niggas saying Tyrese Proctor will be like the next Andrew Nemhard. Tyrese Proctor. Let me see. Where Tyrese Proctor at? Is he still on the oh yeah, he's still on Duke. Somebody just joined in. Who's this? Oh, somebody just joined out. Oh, I thought somebody just joined in. Oh, Ashton. Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Nah, it should be these next two drafts should be solid. Next three, really. But
it's my NBA roundtable right here. Getting niggas in and out. While I'm on stream. See what I'm on stream though is better. When I'm at my crib, it's way better because you niggas can hear my audio. You niggas can hear the computer coming back, so everybody can watch the same shit I'm watching. Shit.
You didn't start no football talks. Not yet, right?
No, I didn't start no football talks, man. I should be talking more football right now though. It's a lot of motion going on, but
training camp is what, July or June?
Training camp starts
July, right?
NFL training camp.
So it's just been mini camp.
Yeah, it's been mini camp, OTAs type shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like contactless and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I just seen a flick of Olave on Twitter like a couple days ago. Niggas were like, "Yo, this nigga was that Guardian helmet and all that."
So like what we just watched was mandatory mini camp, but training camp starts. When does training camp start? Cause I think I need to be tapped in for that Browns. I need to be tapped in for that Browns training camp. I need tapped in for the Browns. Let me see who's interesting this year. Browns training camp is interesting. Giants training camp is interesting. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Nah, actually Jets training camp is interesting too because I want to see. I want to see what Justin Fields is doing.
Like draft that, that's why.
I'm crying.
Nah, but niggas know Justin Fields when he was on that last year on the Bears, when he was using his legs and he was getting those touchdowns, that nigga was just as good in fantasy as Jalen Hurts.
He's dumb. Justin Fields his hand, bro, because he uses them legs.
Like he's a real threat.
Yeah, I don't trust him, but he puts up points for me. I'll never go Justin Fields.
Nah, I feel you. Damn, I'm about to get off. I'm about to stream again, Robert. I'm probably streaming later. I gotta tap into some football later. I'll catch you niggas though. Yes, sir. Off stream, man. I feel I've been on stream for like 3 hours. In reality, 3 hours stream. We was chopping it up, chat. We was chopping it up. I appreciate that. Chat was jumping. We did our thing in here, man. Chat was making motion. Yeah, 80 on Twitter. Break the Huddle 27. Yeah, man, shit going on. Yeah, I know I'm about to clip up. I'm out of here.